Hi friends, Sarah here at This Simple Life. I am so excited to be back filming videos, and I wanted to kick off the fact that I'm back with one of my favorite videos to film of the year, and that is my huge curriculum haul. You know how I don't I love it that some people can get on here and just do this is what we're doing for history, this is what we're doing for language arts. No, me, I guess I love watching videos like these. I guess I am like the fire hose of curriculum. I just like, here it all is, and we'll sort it all out later. So I've tried to sort it out a little bit so I won't be so overwhelmed, and so I won't be overwhelming to y'all to come with this huge curriculum haul. But it is one of my absolute favorite videos to film. And for some reason, the fact that my duvet cover is kind of wrinkled by now is kind of bugging me, and I'm going to try to ignore that. I don't know why it's really bothering me. But anyway, okay, yes, I'm back. And I have lots of videos planned. I already have a couple videos filmed, but I wanted to put this one out first because I feel like around this time of the year is when I really go into, well, basically by January, I'm already starting to think about the next year, like what is working, what is not working. So I am already filmed and ready to go for y'all. All the curriculum we used this past year, what worked, what didn't work, and also I know this is going to be a huge curriculum haul right now, but I will have individualized curriculum videos because I will have a 10th grader, 5th grader, and a 4th grader. I cannot believe it. But I want to put out a few high school videos for y'all because I know a few mamas on here are putting out high school videos, but I feel like we have kind of struck that balance, that really good balance. 9th grade, it was kind of a work in progress. We had some struggles. We had, some things to work through. Plus, I think it was just me feeling like I wasn't equipped to teach high school. And you know what? So far, fingers crossed, we still do have a few weeks to go. We have as I'm filming this video, we have about a month left of school, and then we will just do light math during the summer for my 9th grader and soon to be 10th grader. And as far as my other two, I might, because they are, both of them have just learned multiplication. My middle daughter, she kind of struggled with that, but that is not all what I'm going to be talking about today. So this is about the curriculum haul, and that's why I always am so long-winded, and that's why I just need to jump in and show y'all the curriculum, what you're here for, what you've clicked on this video for. But yes, I will be showing, I have several videos already planned of curriculum, individualized curriculum choices, videos. Because I have quite a few books that I have had on my radar for a long time that I went ahead and purchased this school year. So if you're not for sure what it goes with or how we're going to implement it, those videos will be coming soon. This is just going to show y'all what we're going to do. This is going to be all of our curriculum pretty much. I think there might be one or two things I still need to pick up from a local Christian bookstore, but other than that, this is it. All right, let's jump in. This is going to be, to the left of me is a huge Christian book order. To the right of me is a huge Good and the Beautiful order. If you can see the books, oh my gosh, I don't want y'all to feel overwhelmed. You do not need all this to start homeschooling. I know there were new homeschoolers out here, and I just want to encourage you, you don't need all of this. You just need the basics like math, science, reading, writing, and arithmetic. And that is just the solid, God's honest truth. But, I got a 10th grader. We got to do some electives and just some fun books that I've had on my radar for a while. I don't know that we'll nearly get through all these books this year. And I will explain that as we get to it. So, the first thing we're going to talk about from ChristianBook.com, and I wanted to also preface to say that you might be seeing some curriculum that you've seen in past videos and wonder, why is she ordering that again? Well, I'm glad you asked. I did allow my kids, I asked them, like, what would you like to do? Like, for this subject, for Bible, for language arts, like, I really gave them choices this year. I really kind of gave some of the reins a little over to my kids and asked, what did you like? And they really, I'm glad I heard them because I really heard their hearts. And If it was within reason, I got it. So my younger two are going to be doing the Bible, and this is one of the things you will have seen in my past curriculum videos, but they both asked to do this again. They said they loved it, and they feel like they learned a lot from it, and they wanted to do it again. It is level 1, More Than Words by Living Faith Bible Curriculum. It is put out by Rebecca Spooner. I got it from ChristianBook.com. She is also the, I think she is maybe the, I don't know, the author of Gather Around Homeschool. I believe she is. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, my kids asked to do this. We really did learn a lot from it. And they asked to do it again. And so we are going to do it again. And I will probably dig a little bit deeper into this. I do have a flip through of these books as well on my channel already. And I will be doing flip throughs of curriculum. If y'all ask to see a certain curriculum piece flip through, then I will do that. I know how important it is to me to like see curriculum flip throughs, and so yeah. Oh yeah, and I wanted to mention too that this is a master books book as well. I love master books. I love a lot of things about master books, and this is another master books book. It is a new, hot off the press. I was so excited to purchase this. When I purchased it, it actually took like, excuse me, wow, that was bad, inappropriate. I think I just spit. Okay, I'm getting a little bit excited here. But Foundations in Faith by Israel Wayne. I was so extremely excited to get my hands on this book. I am going to be doing a flip through because there is no flip throughs so far on YouTube. So I will be doing a flip through. It's Foundations in Faith. This is what my 10th grader will be doing for Bible. He said this looked amazing. They also have Foundations in Worship that he will do 11th grade. But right now we're just focusing on Foundations in Faith. And they recommended this book, Great for God, Missionaries Who Changed the World. It says you can be great for God. You should be great for God. You can be great for God, and you should be great for God. I love it, and this is what my 10th grader will be doing for Bible. All right, the next things, and I thought I got to explode the codes, but I'm not seeing this one, the other one. All right, well, I just need to move on. So far we have Explode the Code level 4, and I do believe I have another Explode the Code around here for my, I believe I got this one for my 4th grader, and I'll probably have level 5, but you'll see that in the individualized if I can't find it here. I do not know where that is, but I absolutely love Explode the Code. My kids, I know, I have been told in previous videos that you're actually supposed to do like them quicker, but they're just good to just scan through and do this. My 9th grader is actually doing level 8 this year, and I just love the extra practice. I just think it's really good. It's kind of like, I'm like about phonics like I am with handwriting. Like, that's just a subject my kids are going to continue to do, whether it's really kind of below them or not, they're going to keep doing it. And this is one of the things that my son, we did Master Books Biology, and so I got, this one is called Elements of Faith. I think it's a fairly new book. It's a creation-based journey through the periodic table. He did biology. We are absolutely, spoiler, the video is coming soon. We did biology master books for master books, and we absolutely loved it. It is phenomenally done, well done, master books. My husband was super impressed with it as well, so that's a plus when you get the hubby to like it too. Elements of Faith, and this is not the only thing we're going to be doing, because in the state of Texas, we have to do biology, chemistry, and physics, and then you need to do like a general science. So this is going to be part of his general science, and I just really feel like this is going to be a really good pre-chemistry. I will also do a flip through of this book as well. So those two flip throughs are definitely coming. And this is another one that we have already done in the past, but my younger two are like, I feel like we didn't really spend a lot of time on the animals, which was the third section. So we're really gonna go through this book again. They loved this. I got one for each of them, and it's for master books. And there goes my dog. He's been sitting over here in the corner in front of the window. He loves looking out. That's one of his favorite things in the world is to look out and watch people, and I adore him. God's design life for beginners. We have plants for beginners, the human body for beginners, and animals. And they said we didn't really focus on the animals, so I'm going to make sure that when we get to that section, we're really going to focus on that because that's what they really want to do. So, yeah, I got them one of these, and I really think it'll be great for them. All right, the next thing my kids love to do, my younger two, they love to do word searches. And so I got them each a word search book. I just got it off a Christian book. It was probably pretty cheap. And yeah. The next thing that's going to happen is the Mystery of History. And this is for my 10th grader. And I will explain why we just have the textbook. But we absolutely love Mystery of History. So we are continuing on using Volume 2, The Early Church and the Middle Ages. And I think I am going to pick up one other thing to go with this, and that's part of the one or two things I'm going to pick up. So that will be in his individualized 10th grade video. But we absolutely love the Mystery of History. All right. I also got this to go with the Mystery of History because my oldest loves to color. So we got Castles of the World. I forgot that I actually got this, so I may not need to pick up that other thing that I was thinking I need to pick up. So we may just do this. And he loves to color while I read. He's just that kind of kid. He will draw pictures. He does this with his biology. He draws all kinds of pictures, DNA, all kinds of cells while he's listening to the biology videos put out by Master Books. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, for my 10th graders math this year, we are going to be doing Algebra 1 with Saxon. Now, I have a whole reason why I chose Algebra 1 for Saxon. If you remember in my previous video, I'm just going to go quickly through this. Hopefully, I will not spend more than a minute speaking on this. But I was going to do pre-algebra with Master Books and also Algebra 1 with Master Books. Well, life happens and we needed a little more help. That was one of the little hiccups. He needed a little bit more help in math, and I figured it was just for the best that we do this. And so in the state of Texas, you need to do Algebra 1, 2, and Geometry. Whoa! Well, of course, we could still get Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 and Geometry in the last 3 years. But I would like him to go past that, and that's just me as the parent wanted him to go past that. Well, in comes Saxon, and I realized that they have geometry woven in. So once you do Algebra 1 and 2 with the old geometry, this is the 3rd edition. They came out with a 4th edition, but it does not have geometry, so watch out for that. Algebra 1, 3rd edition has half geometry. Algebra 2 has the other half of your geometry credit. So in 2 years, he's going to have Algebra 1, 2, and geometry, and then for 12th grade, he will do their advanced math. I was so excited. And if anyone wants to see, it's just a pretty normal, heavy Algebra 1 geometry math book. I mean, we're just talking about math here. The other thing I got was also the Algebra 1. I believe this is the test. Yes, I believe this is the test. Yeah, this is the test booklet. Very plain. And then this is the one where that just has the little booklet that has the answers. Well, once I purchased this little set off a Christian book, the 3-book, then I realized there's a 4th book that you can purchase, and it kind of tells like how to do each thing. But we are also going to be doing, I don't know if we'll actually need that, but maybe we will, I don't know. There's also some YouTube videos that you can watch where they're going through step-by-step Saxon Algebra 1, where they do like lessons and kind of showing you. But they also, I'm thinking of, there's a lady that I can like rent her, online, do her online, where she can teach. I've heard amazing things about her. I don't remember what her name is. I'll talk about that in the 10th grade video that I do separately with all of his subjects. But yeah, Algebra 1 with Saxon. I'm so excited to find that with the algebra. It's really what we need. I mean, with the geometry, because that was really what we needed to find. Okay, now comes some books that I bought from Master Books. I found these on Christian Book. I bought these on Christian Book. And they are the Answers in Genesis books. I have been wanting them for so long, so I actually just went ahead and bit the bullet and bought them. They are done by Ken Ham and Bodie Hodge. I've heard amazing things about them. I've scanned through a little bit of them. I highly doubt we will get through them all in 10th grade. That's probably not going to happen. And I might just do it all with my kids. I really don't know. I'm thinking of just really focusing on it with my high schooler for the last 3 years of his high school, going slowly through it. I know they have workbooks that go with each of these books, or with a couple at a time, I think. I probably won't purchase the workbooks just because I kind of want to use it as like maybe like a little devotional. I don't really know what I will do. That will be talked about in his 10th grade video. The other thing I got that I've been wanting to get, and that is the C.S. Lewis, The Chronicles of Narnia. It is a 7-book set, and it came in this little slipcase, and it's just like paper, very thin. Nothing fancy, but I do kind of like this. I think it's kind of cute. Kind of keeps them all together. But yeah, the 7-book set. Like I said, we probably won't get them through all of them this year, but I want to get through them before he graduates high school. Big hopes and dreams here. The next thing, and this is a set that I have never wanted to read myself. I've never read it. My husband's read them all. I never wanted to read them. Some of you may really be like, I cannot believe you've not read them, but I have never read. I've read tons, hundreds and hundreds of books, probably thousands of books, and I've never read The Lord of the Rings. It also came in a little slip case. It's not like, it's like I said, it's kind of cheap, but it's just like plastic. It's nothing like fancy. But I mean, it's kind of cute. It's got the cute pictures. That is something I am really wanting to read for myself, and I want my high schooler to read them as well. So we're going to read them together. It has all 3 Lord of the Rings, and then it also has The Hobbit. Now, just because I read these does not mean I want to turn around and watch the movies. No, probably not. I don't know. I will say, I have watched some of The Hobbit, and I have watched some of The Lord of the Rings because my husband loves them so much. I don't know why. I fall asleep every time. I feel like I can't get into them. I know. I'm sorry. I know, for all of you that are so devoted fans. But in another side, I love Star Wars movies. I can watch them all day and all night, and I don't get tired of them. And for some reason, my husband is like that about The Lord of the Rings. I will say I have watched a good bit of The Hobbit, and I liked The Hobbit, or at least one of The Hobbit. I have heard that they made like numerous Hobbit movies, and I really love the part where he says, "We're going on an adventure," and I don't know why, I just love that part. Anyway. Those are the books that I'm really wanting to get into with my high schooler, so we'll see. My goals are big. The other thing that and also I just wanted it in our library. I'm really wanting to grab books that I feel like are just really, really, like, good, like, not just meaty, but just well written. And I know The Lord of the Rings. I know good and well. I've never even read them. I know they're well written. But I just want to get into, I want to have books on my shelf that are like that, just really substantial, good, that I know don't have any, we're a Christian family, in case you haven't already noticed by all of our curriculum, and I just wanted some good, classic books, if you know what I mean, without getting political on here. Alright, the other books I really have been wanting, and that is a bunch of the Christian heroes then and now. We just finished up our Missions Month in March. Here we are, almost May. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. But we finished up our Missions Month in March. Our church does a huge Missions Month where we have missionaries come in and preach, and then at the very end, the last Sunday in March, we do the Faith Promise, where our preacher does a Faith Promise sermon and really talks, some people call it grace giving, where you commit, or where you have the opportunity to commit to faith promise. It's a way to support missionaries. It's a way to get more missionaries by how much we are able to bring in and support. So anyway, I really had, and so right after that, I really started, I put in my Christian book order, and I put in my Good and Beautiful order, and I really wanted a bunch of these books. I really want my kids to just really soak in. We are also reading, we get letters from all the missionaries we support. We support a lot of missionaries. I don't want to say, I honestly don't know. I mean, I do know. 50? I think it's a lot. I don't know. Maybe you would be like nothing. But we, and in case you are not familiar, we are independent Baptists, which means we support missionaries like from our church. Our church votes and decides like which missionaries based on all the things. Well, Sparta, I believe it's about 50, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say 50. It could be more. It could be a tiny less, but it's around 50. But anyway, yeah. And I have this slipper on here somewhere which says exactly how many we support, but I don't know where it's at. But so we do receive letters, and what I was going to say was I do read those to my kids. I take pictures of them. If you support missionaries at your church, I highly recommend that you do this. I take pictures of we have on the wall, we have lots of their letters, we have all their letters, and I take pictures of them, I read them to my kids, and I've really been convicted about that for a while, but then I just really, in March, I really implemented that and started doing that. Not only that, but I want my kids to know about past missionaries and days gone by that really affected the world for God, like in a major, major way. You know, in missionaries in the Bible, we have Paul as a missionary. There's lots of missionaries in the New Testament, but there's some that are not recorded that were done that really impacted the world for the good. And I listen to a lot of Elizabeth Elliot's podcasts. I read a lot of her books, or I listen to a lot of them on audio. They're just so good. Her and her husband, Jim Elliot, oh my gosh. And then she goes back. If you don't know her story, I highly encourage you to learn her story, to read it, to soak it up. It is amazing. And many others as well. I actually just got through reading a book. Oh my goodness. This is going to be in a video because I just need to have a coffee chat with you guys. And that's going to be in my video. So I need to zip it up and move on. I could talk all day about missionaries. It's a thing. I really have a heart for missionaries. Anyway, so I'm so thankful that we are at a church that is big into supporting missionaries around the world, lots of different countries with missionaries, and that we have a hand in supporting. And that is eternal. That is kingdom eternal work right there. When you give your money, when you do Faith Promise, and you give your money to missionaries like that, that is kingdom. That's kingdom. That's God's kingdom work. That is eternal. That value is eternal. And you had a hand in that. If souls are won over there, which a lot of people, I believe, right now are hungry for the Word of God. They're hungry for the gospel. They may not know they are, but I believe they're missing it, and that is eternal. So I want to soak that in my kids. I do not know if one of them one day may be called to be a missionary. And so we are going to be reading about a lot of missionaries. I don't know that we will get through them all, but this is something I want all my kids to be listening in on. Gladys Elward, Nate Saint. Nate Saint was one of them that was with Jim Elliot, and they were both killed. It was, whoa, amazing. Hudson Taylor, Amy Carmichael, Corrie ten Boom. She was a hero. If you don't know about Corrie ten Boom, oh my gosh, you got to hear her story too. She saved a lot of people. All right. Eric Liddell, William Carey, George Miller, Jim Elliot, Elizabeth Elliot's husband right there, Mary Slessor. So as you can see, there are men and women's names mentioned. I love that. I want my daughter even to know that if God calls her, I know of women missionaries. I so know of them. That's the thing about when we were in the military, we learned about women and men missionaries a lot. It was awesome. It was awesome because sometimes women are called to go over there and work with missionaries, work with a church. Yes, I truly believe it. I love it, and I love hearing about it. All right. So that concludes all of the Christian book order, and a lot of speaking on my part. Now, we are going to get into the ACE. If you are not familiar with Accelerated Christian Education, I feel like they were super well known when I was growing up. I was homeschooled, if y'all don't know that. I was homeschooled all through kindergarten through 12th grade, and that is all we used was Accelerated Christian Education. So I was so excited to see that they had brought these back. These little books. They were only about $1. I ended up getting 6 of them they're just these little learning character with Ace and Christy. When I was a kid, I remember the covers being pretty thick. Now they're pretty paper, but these were only $1, so not complaining at all. They're just the sweetest little pictures. I remember coloring these when I was a kid, and my younger two, I know, will love these, and I actually got these for church because I thought this would be, I actually teach Wednesday night King's Kids. So I figured these would just be perfect if you have like a little class of young kids. We have King's Kids at our church that we have for little ones, and I really figured I'm fixing to get 2 new little ones in my class coming in the fall, and I figured this would be perfect. And we also have like little, I have big Bible story cards that I figured would keep their attention because they are pretty little kids, like friendly, generous, let's think of another one, content and consistent. And these are just, I just think these are really super good to really drill into the kids, just these little reminders. Just, and I remember this when I was super young, that I had this, so I think it'll be great. The other thing my kids remembered, oh, there's that Explode the Code, level 3. So I got level 4, I must have got the level 4 for my 5th grader and level 3. It's just wherever they finish this year is where I just put them in the next book. So level 3 for my up-and-coming 4th grader. There's that Explode the Code. I knew I got it. I'm glad I got it. The next thing I got was these little things from ACE, and these go with some Bible stories. I did not get these for church. I just got these for my kids. My younger two remember coloring these because I just got them to really focus on phonics when they were in kindergarten and 1st grade. But then they remembered, and they were like, can we get some more of these? I got 3 of them. I highly doubt my oldest will be coloring an 8th, but we shall see. But yeah, I highly doubt it. All right, the last and final order that I got, which is a huge order, and it may not make a lot of sense because I got lots of books from them as well. Some went with the most all of it went with the curriculum, and so yeah, this is where we come in with a lot of math and a lot of language arts. So my kids did have a big part in this. They loved the way these looked, and so I got each of my 5th grader is going to be doing level 4 because I have heard that this is pretty advanced curriculum, and we have used it in the past, and I'm excited to use it again. And it is simply Good and Beautiful Math 4. I got that for my up-and-coming 4th and 5th grader, so they will both be doing that together. It has worked phenomenally for me to have them in the same level. It's really awesome. So I got each of them that book, and then I probably have the other one around here, and then they all each got a mental math book that goes with it, and then I just got one math answer key. So yeah, because Mama needs an answer key. I may not, but we are getting older, so we will. So, and then my 4th and 5th grader will be doing level 4 language arts with the Good and the Beautiful, so I got level 4 for both of them. And then it also comes with a spelling and writing level 4 workshop, so they both got one of those. Then we got, and if I actually ordered at a time where they were doing a huge sale, like 15% off of all curriculum, and then they also sent me this for free, The Mystery of the Night Explorers. So I was excited. Of course, I love it. Then we have, like I said, may not make a lot of sense, but this is how I have it, so we're just going to go through it. We have the Book of Elements. This is going to go with something that I'm doing for my oldest, and it will all make sense when you see his 10th grade video. So we have the Book of Elements. Yeah, we have that book. Then we have The World Beneath My Feet. It went with some of the geology and things like that. Then we also have Little Men, because I want him to do an honors book study. So he's got that book. Then my oldest will also be doing, he asked to do their weather unit, their science unit, Changing Weather. Remember, we're doing general science. We got the elements of faith over here. All makes sense in the 10th grade video. Changing Weather, I thought this would be really fun. Then The Story of Alice Ball. I kind of wanted to do something that was very much pre-chemistry, general science-y. So yeah. Then we have the Schoolhouse Blizzard. I think that goes with the weather. It's kind of all mixed up in here. Sorry about that. Then we have The Beauty of Weather. We have a lot of books this year. Then we have Wild Wild Wind. I believe that also goes with weather that I bought. Then we have, oh yeah, this one must go with geology, Rocks and Minerals. He's super excited. He actually had a big hand in this. He actually asked to do some unit studies. Then we have Caves. Then we have the Weather and Water 3 to 8, grades 3 to 8 science unit study, but I feel like that this will be fine for him. Even though he's going to be in 10th grade, he asked to do this, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So, then I also got the Advanced Student Journal for grades 7 through 8. But like I said, he's going to be doing several of these, so I don't think there's going to be anything wrong with him doing this. And then he also wanted to do geology. Then we also have the Student Journal for Geology. Then we also have the Little Study for Little Men. I'm excited about that. Oh, then we have the other mental math book. Finally found it. Then we have, this came with the Rocks and Minerals kit. It's a little rock set. Rocks and Minerals set. It is super pretty. I will be opening that and showing it to you guys. Oh, then we also have the level 4 books, world biographies, and level 4 personal reader. My kids trade off and read. One reads one, while the other read together. And that's the way we do it. So I don't have to buy all books. Then we have, I believe, this is going to be all, I think, for my 10th grader's language arts. He's doing level 1 with the good and the beautiful. I love it. I'm so excited. He's going to be doing Into the Unknown, Just David, Up from Slavery, John Greenleaf Whittier, Patterns on the Wall. Then we also have Marie Curie. It goes with one of like the chemistry sets that I got. Marie Curie. I believe she came up with radium. I believe she came up with radium. I believe it was radium. And then like a guess. I don't know. I don't remember. I know radium and radon, I think, are both on the chemistry periodic table. But I believe it was radium she came up with. And I think it was a metal. I don't think it was a gas. I think it was a metal. Isn't that right? I do not remember. I believe it was... Anyway. There's that. Then I also got these 4 books. It's going to go with my younger two's history. Like I said, this is kind of confusing. I'm sorry if I'm overwhelming anybody, but it'll all make sense to be individualized. This is just a huge curriculum haul. They're going to be doing a level 1 history. They asked to do it. They remembered my up-and-coming 5th grader remembered doing it in like 2nd grade or something, 1st or 2nd grade, and she remembered the audios of the kids and everything, and so they asked to do this. So, and they had a few different, they've updated some stuff. So I've never read this one. This is the Saracen Steed. Anyway, I know my 5th grader, up-and-coming 5th grader, will love it because she loves horses. Through the Wall. That's another one I don't remember. They did have this one, the 3 Gold Doubloons and the Boy of the Pyramids. I do remember these 2. Really good. My kids will love this. Then we have handwriting, because it's one of those things that I'm always going to stick with. My kids, my younger 2 have been learning cursive already, but I went ahead and got them level 3 handwriting. I don't think it hurts for them to go over their cursive. And then since handwriting only goes through level 7 and level 8, I believe, with the good and the beautiful, no, level 7. So he's going to be doing, for 10th, 11th, and 12th, he's going to be doing level 5, 6, and 7. Because it's just one of those things I always think that they could keep practicing. I know, they all have good handwriting. My younger 2 definitely need a little bit more work on it. But my oldest has really good handwriting. I'm just one of those people that just is like, practice till you leave my homeschool. So. Alright, here is the other level 4 language arts. And here is the other math for my other child. I only showed you one book. got a spelling and writing level 4 workshop. I know my oldest does not need it, but I was like, I really think he could benefit from this book too. Jenny Phillips did a flip through of it, and she said she was doing it with 9th graders, and I was like, my 10th grader could totally benefit because he has definitely always been a reluctant writer, and so I definitely think that he could benefit. And so I was like, I'm totally getting it. I mean, I can do this. I'm the teacher. He's totally doing this. So, and here we go with history, year 1. It has the course book. When we did it before, it had like the spiral bound, which I liked, but I was like, this is cool. And like they have like a completely different binding on it. But it's the kind of binding that they have with their like math and everything, and it's like when it opens up, like it's just different. I love it. I'm digging it. Like I didn't think I would ever like anything more than their spiral bound books, which I totally still love those too. But I love this too. How can they make a binding better? But somehow they seem to do it. As you can see, we are. Last year we didn't use much from The Good and the Beautiful. I don't think we used anything from The Good and the Beautiful. Except we did use their readers for my 3rd and 4th grader this year. We did totally use their readers. They're amazing for kids and those grades. But yeah, I am excited to do this. They asked to do this, and I was like, totally. So, and I thought it would work out because my 5th grader, she has 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. She has 4 years before we jump into Mystery of History because I want them to do that for high school as well because it kind of gives them this whole rounded finality of all the 4 levels, basically, of how history is broken up. So I thought, this will be great. And then my then 8th grader can just go ahead and do Mystery of History, I think. I think that's probably what I'll have him do, I think. Or I may have him do the U.S. Constitution course because he probably has no remembrance of us doing that. Yeah, I'm thinking way ahead. So I figured my 5th grader will do these 4 years of The Good and the Beautiful, and then she can jump into the Mystery of History like her older brother. Yeah. And then I think this is the final. Oh yeah, here's the other spelling and writing workshop. So that's all 3 of my kids have one. I love it. And then my oldest, we did, which I will have a wrap up of all the curriculum that we used this year. And if we loved it, if we're going to continue on, I mean, as you can see, we're changing a lot of things, but it did not mean that we did not love everything we did. I just really felt like I wanted something more out of the curriculum, and I feel like The Good and the Beautiful is going to fulfill that. And also, The Good and the Beautiful only has, I believe, 3 years of language arts, so 10th, 11th, and 12th. Totally works now. So now we're doing level 1. I am going to do what I think about it. I'm going to try not to just spoil in this video. But yeah, high school 1, my 10th grader is going to be doing, it comes in like these, I call them paces because we used ACE growing up and that's what they called them, paces. But these are just like individualized units. They're so much more beautiful than paces. Hands down. Yeah, so spoiler, I really love it. I love it. I have just kind of glanced through it. I'm not gonna lie. I really think it's what my needs. He doesn't know it though, because he really likes Fix It Grammar. He loves Fix It Grammar. And Fix It Grammar is awesome. iMovie is awesome. We just need a little more. And so it also comes with this grammar and writing guide that he will use, I believe, through level 1, 2, and 3. So there's that. Then we have these cards that I believe they will also use, geography cards that they will use for level 1, 2, and 3. So he was really needing like something with a lot of geography. This is going to take care of that. I'm so excited. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm going to kind of do a video of what I think, first impressions. But spoiler, I love it. I love it so much. So, I did all that, and I didn't even have to get a drink of my water. Trying to be good and drink lots of water these days. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing amazing. I am so happy to be back to YouTube. I've had a couple of people text me, ask me if I was ever going to come back. Yes. I thought for a while that maybe it just wasn't for me anymore. But I kind of feel like the Lord's wanting me to pick it back up again. We were just in this really busy season where I didn't know if I should share some struggles about my 9th grader. I didn't know if I should share. Because part of you, I think, okay, really need to do a whole video on this, but I'm just going to say real quick, in case you never watch my channel again, in case it's the only video you stumble upon. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. This Simple Life, I know I'm taking a little bit of a break, maybe a month or two break from YouTube, but I am back and I'm going to be posting regular videos. I plan on 1 to 2 videos a week, one at the least, but I want to kind of throw in like maybe a day in the life so then I can get my second video up for the week. I think in the season that I'm in, as you can see, I could just sit here and just talk and talk all day, but who wants to come to my channel and listen to that? Probably no one, but I am also going to be doing something special on my channel as well. I want to start doing a, what's called, I don't know if I want to do a sit down with Sarah on Saturday. I've thought about that, going that way, or Faith Friday, but I feel like so many people do Faith Friday. So I've really thought sit down with Sarah and just kind of talk about life, talk about faith, a lot of faith. I really think that's a needed thing in this day and age, the day and age in which we live. You know, your system needs some of that, and I just think, it's not that I feel like I just have these mind-blowing things that I could bring to the table, but I just want to share what God has done in my life and what he continues to do and what he shares with me, and I just don't want to keep it bottled up, you know? I want to share. So look for those videos coming soon. I'm so excited to be back. As you can tell, I'm so excited about this, but I wanted to bring this huge curriculum haul, and up and coming will be the individualized curriculum videos. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you look around my channel, and I hope you find something that interests you. And if you do, please hit that red subscribe button. I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. And for all of those returning subscribers, thank you so much for sticking around. You have no idea how much that means to me. You have no idea how much it means to me that you have reached out and talked with me. So found me on Instagram. I am on Instagram, This Simple Life, and I do try to be on there more on the regular. But yeah, I'm so excited to be back. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are not already subscribed, I hope you consider subscribing. And I will talk to you guys real soon.